The Hippie Billy Boy Who Fell to Earth by Barney My Love. Yes, once upon a time in Albuquerque, New Mexico, David Bowie, the rock star, well, he came into the Brotherhood of Life Bookstore, where David Redtruck Yeaman, my best friend and artist from New Mexico, and was working there, and David Bowie bought 7 books. Yes, 7 books for 7 Bowies, we could say. And that's the whole story right there. Well, how did Ziggy Stardust get it to Albuquerque, New Mexico? Well, the answer is David Bowie was the man who fell to Earth. And actually the Earth was up in the mountains, and that's exactly where I always walked with my dogs, in the mountains, in the woods up there, and that's exactly where David Bowie landed, or he wandered around himself after landing on the Earth, right there. And so actually the cement plant in Tijeras, well, that's actually his spaceship, you know, so he drives up there. And across from the cement plant was Max Merck, a little old country store, a mercantile store, very old-fashioned. It's like the old lady in The Man Who Fell to Earth. She was up the road a little bit, up in the mountains more, somewhere, I think, because I remember I drove from Santa Fe in 1973 in my Ford F-100 pickup truck, a 1953 Ford F-100 pickup truck I bought in Denver for $150. Actually, he gave it to me for $125. He was a teacher, ROTC, at South Denver High School, and in one day his students painted the car, the sky blue Ford F-100 with the Cost Clipper motor inside of it. Very groovy. And I lent Echo, this girl, the carburetor one time. She lived up in the mountains too. Her and her girlfriend, Echo and Stephanie, and their dog Barco. So Barco, and so I had to go up and get my carburetor back after about a year because, hey. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, man, David Bowie, man, he comes to Albuquerque and he's making a movie, and like he's filming it up in the mountains, you know. That's where I would go, up in those mountains. That was my own personal private Idaho, as Enrique Harrison, Henry Harrison, the famous artist of Albuquerque, says so. And Nazareno Montoya, nuestro vino, Señor del Vino del Corrales, he always called me Barney, my love. He would say that. And so anyway, that's my story, called 7 Books for 7 Bowies by Barney, my love. Oh, so in the Brotherhood of Life Bookstore is near the university, up like on San Mateo or some kind of weird Manal. Like Jim Morrison of the Doors lived on Manal. That's what Redtruck said. Redtruck looked like David Redtruck looked like Jim Morrison of the Doors. So anyway, and I used to go down to the Brotherhood of Life Bookstore on cosmic sunny days from the mountains. So when you get down there, and there were these like Hopi Indian books, or Anasazi kind of Indian, elongated Indians around a campfire at night in the canyon, and oh man, I would look at that in the daylight in the cosmic, through the glass, light coming through the glass door there, and I'd see David over behind the counter. He'd nod and go, "Hey man," and then I'm like, really like I'm like having flashbacks of those Indians, you know, the elongated Indians. That's like eating peyote or something like that, you know, and you're dancing in the dirt, you know, and you start doing the Indian kind of thing, yeah. Oh yeah, I used to wrestle these John and Woody, I should say, who were Yepa Indians, Yip. And John, he was like 5'5", and they were state wrestling champions, and he would pick me up and throw me in the yuccas. And I laughed and laughed, flying through the air, and the soft red earth of New Mexico I love to land on. Actually, I didn't really land on yuccas, it just sounds good. But we had a good old time. Oh, so anyway, David Bowie comes into the Brotherhood of Life Bookstore, and he buys 7 books from David Redtruck Yeaman, the famous artist from Martinsville, Virginia, actually, but he lived out in New Mexico, Albuquerque, you know. So this is Arroyo Seco, 1976. Exactly when I was walking my dogs up in the mountains. That was really good, and David Bowie was there like a spaceman. I go, "Man, what are you doing there, man? What, you look like you just fell to earth, you know?" And David Redtruck would always say, "Hippie Billy Boys," because he would sing too, as seen on YouTube videos. If you want to check out David Redtruck Yeaman and Michael Gerard Miera and Leon Nathan Patterson. Those are the mountain band that I knew. Also the Watermelon Mountain Jug Band. That was a pretty cool band up there. But anyway, so anyway, David Redtruck, man, he goes, "Hey man, check this out. David Bowie was just here." And go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah," and he showed me these David Bowie albums, which he got David Bowie to autograph. Holy cow, man, that's like amazing. And I bought this really boss button. It had the Annuit Sweeptis from the dollar bill, that symbol. And that was a groovy button. I still have that button. I should scan it and put it on for this, you know, what do you call it? Story. Oh, so well, here's the catch of the story. Is David Bowie comes in, buys 7 books, and David said they had the greatest conversation. And so David Bowie offers David Redtruck a cigarette. So of course Redtruck takes it, because you don't turn down a ciggy from Ziggy. I mean, come on, really? You know, I'm just saying, is like in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1976. And, oh yeah, David didn't smoke when he took the cigarette. I doubt he probably, enchanté, just kind of flicked it out, took a puff here and there, and, Dave, Bowie, how's it going? Yeah, right, yeah, okay, sure, yeah. The man who fell to earth. Gotcha. And that's the story of David Bowie, a.k.a. Ziggy Stardust, because I remember seeing Ziggy Stardust, big old advertisement on a bus in 5th Avenue in New York. So whenever that was, 76, I guess. Oh yeah, me and my dog Elmo hitchhiked from Albuquerque to New York in 1976 too. That's the pie centennial, I called it, because we got a piece of pie in every truck stop we went to. Anyway, that's another story. So that's the story of David Bowie, a.k.a. Ziggy Stardust, and David Redtruck in the Brotherhood of Life Bookstore once upon a time in Albuquerque, New Mexico, when Bowie was making the movie The Man Who Fell to Earth. And sincerely, Barney, my love.